I'm your girl, Lady Mash Xoli, aka the Hustlepreneur. And today we are going to be discussing about gender-based violence. On this show, I am going to invite a few guests and we are going to further stretch out this issue. Stay tuned for more.
Have you ever been to a Halloween party before? Well, we bring you the first ever gassy Halloween party you've never seen. Make sure you experience this Halloween adventure with us at Pushing Seshego Ketchup Zone on the 31st of October 2020 from 4 p.m. till late. Entrance will be free for the first 20 to arrive before 6. You don't want to miss out on this Halloween phenomenon. Be there or be told.
Welcome back. We have the Great, Adolph, and Nelko. So guys, what brings us here today is gender-based violence. Can you define gender-based violence in simple terms according to your own perspectives?
The way I see gender-based violence is the type of abuse, which is like a different type of abuse. For instance, the word itself, it's like self-explanatory. You can hear it's like gender-based violence, which means it's like a type of abuse that is gender-based. Like that's how I think. Like that's what gender-based violence is.
Oh, great. And what do you think about this? The Great.
What I think about gender-based violence is a violence against another gender. Like let's say the male gender always thinks that it's dominant to the female gender. So therefore, in that case, the male might find himself wanting to be recognized like as being the dominant one by force of violence, by means of being violent to the woman, and the same applies to the female. The female who thinks that he has a weakling man in the house might use that as an advantage to try and oppress the poor man. So that's the way I think it is.
Like it. And Adolf, what do you think about gender-based violence? Your own definition.
Yeah, gender-based violence. Maybe ke tlhalose ka sepedi.
Sure, you can do that.
Yes, because mo antshi ke bona ka ke ntho e le goreng e tla gantši mo basadi le bana banna ba batla išang basadi le bana ka mo it's like antšinyana e no dira ka mo magae.
Okay.
And then at some other points e ba ka mo the lesbian, the gay, or the violence e mo e ba ngona within.
Okay, that's your own definition. And I think, per se, gender-based violence is violence that partakes in this gender equality thing that we're struggling to fight. And in most cases, this violence pandemic clouds more on women and children. Also men too, but in most cases it's men and women and children. So, we're still on the case. What do you think is the cause of this gender-based violence?
Sometimes I will say, it's taking advantage of people's humanity. I can say it like that.
And yourself?
I feel like the cause of there's different kind of like sometimes some people feel like violence is the resort to maybe to get certain things, which is not a great idea. Sometimes people they just like taking advantage of like the way we were saying or is a weakling okay sharp. I take advantage instead of maybe nurturing that person and I take advantage. So it's just different causes.
Well, in your definition, I feel that you give us the reasons that can be the source of gender-based violence. So I think we'll pass on that one. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go on a short break and we'll be with you shortly. Stay tuned. gentlemen, and we're still on the issue of gender-based violence. My fellow people, now, what is the role of justice and the law in this whole patriarchy of gender-based violence in terms of the society that we live in, looking at the perpetrator and the victim? I'll start with you.
Okay. Well, I feel like their role now is to make sure that everybody feels safe, and then they attend to every case. Because sometimes you know how it is, you go there and then you try to open a case, and then they just play around with you, tell you maybe you don't have evidence, or maybe hey, you have this case in those kind of things. You know how the justice system usually is. So I think they should just maybe take away the cloud of judgment, and then focus on everybody on just cases and make sure that they attend to them at their best.
Mr. Adolph, your take.
Yeah, I think more justice even the one over on the other to see the other our own and see. So in the so that's it.
That's all you have to say. The great. What is it?
I think their job is to protect the community because the safety of the community relies upon the justice system, and if the justice fails us as the community, there's no way we can run to. But if the justice itself does not protect the community, but rather they start asking questions like what were you wearing, or rather when the man goes there and report the case and they laugh at the man, and the man decides not to take the case further, that's where like the justice is killing us as the community. I think like our justice system is really failing us as the community when it comes to the gender-based violence.
Based on all the things that you have put to the table, I would say you all believe that our justice system has failed us.
Yeah.
So what do you think can be done to improve the sector of justice and the law in terms of addressing this issue of gender-based violence?
Hey, that one is like it's a big thing, because when you think about it, I feel like the problem starts within us as the people, like our perception of the world, like so something like that. It's not only about the police, just a perception of the world. So to change the whole thing actually is gonna start at the roots of like how we raise our children and everything. Because in Rangelo, we can't make change like instantly just like that. It won't be possible. It's just how it is. It's the sad truth.
But it is what it is. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go on a short break. Remember, Harabuya, we're going to be concluding. Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached that part of concluding, and in this conclusion of ours, we are going to be looking at factors that can hinder or that can help us reduce the statistics of gender-based violence. I'll start with you, Great. How do you think we can analyze this thing?
I think firstly we need to work together as the community by means of educating our people out there in terms of how serious the gender-based violence it is and how impactful it is to the community and like how it's affecting the upcoming youngsters, because when they grow up seeing violence being like something that is natural on the outside, like they think that's the right thing to do, and that's how they're going to grow up with that mindset that it's right to do this. So by means of trying to curb that is to teach our young people and the community that gender-based violence should be stopped by means of allowing the community to be involved as well, so that they can help our justice system, because they alone, they are not doing their job, they are not playing their part.
Oh my God. And Adolf, Oleg.
Yes, Adolf. Ngabe maybe the guy try to influence youth kat one of the victim violence. That's the way le batho ba gola ba gona, but regarding most people who are causing influencer up breaking or breaking follow because over some kind of wrong writing.
Okay, right?
Yes.
Over to you, my guy.
I feel like guy to shaka, let's say for instance, we need to teach women how to protect themselves. And then also women, I know it's not a good thing to say, but also women need to be like careful of like the things they wear also. It's not, I know it's not a good thing, but then it is what it is in a way. Just protecting yourself as a person. Yeah, like yes, so okay, I can be wearing like this. Yeah, like yes, so okay, I can wear like this. Because sometimes if you do shop barking, it won't help you. So if you teach them how to protect themselves, and then you also like teach people every time this kind of things happen, they must report it immediately. They must never hold it back. I need to change this person or anything like that. They must make it that the person who did that doesn't do the same thing to the next person. So that's what I feel like that should be done.
In terms of protecting ourselves, you mentioned something about being able to know what at a certain place I have to wear this and that, so that I don't find myself as a victim of violence or rape in other terms. But I think those are one of the factors that contribute to perpetrators gaining even more power and continuing with this structure of clouding the universe with the universal pandemic of violence. So I think that's one of the issues that we really need to address and really need to make sure that are stopped.
I get you. The problem is that you see the human nature, right? It's made in such a way that men have testosterone, too much of it.
Yes,
So when you provoke it, you're not gonna get any good result. That's just the truth. So I think women need to be careful about that. Or provoke and then after things like that. She must just not provoke that testosterone because it's just nature, it's just how it is. So you must understand, or men have testosterone just like we understand women have their own things, they have their moody and all that kind of vibes. It's just nature.
It is what it is.
Yes, building on that, we need to influence a bit it changes. Okay? So because at that Nabucela rules now then you need also know if it's age about a certain age, I guess, or what they totally was a was something bad, but this to improve, I guess, or you know, now one was kind of emotional.
Viewers, we had a mouthful from our guest, and whew, was Bunzima. But I would have to also conclude. Personally, I think gender-based violence, it's a very serious pandemic that clouds us. And we found what the perpetrators can be both men, can be female, we face every day in our lives. So I think what can be done, we should face this holistic care. What do I mean by that? I mean, we should check both sides of the problem. Because I can't just start psychologically, you might have been affected to a point where abusive. You resort to violence as means to solve the problems, of which is not right. So what we can do is that we can offer the psychological services through telephonically, physically, or address these problems. Like right now, you find that Jin dies from bad experience in the past. What can be done is that they can offer me any psychological services. I should stay away from this kind of activities. I should face my problems. You're more perpetrators. So again, it's empowerment. You know, defining empowerment, we can say empowerment is when somebody claims back their rights. But in this case, empowerment does not have a straight definition because it differs with circumstances and a person. So, we should empower both the victims, the perpetrators, or the victims that they should come forward. They should do away with the shame, it's clouding them. They can report these incidents, and then our perpetrators again, they can also find help. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. That would be all for today. Have a lovely day.
Have you ever been to a Halloween party before? Well, we bring you the first ever gassy Halloween party you've never seen. Make sure you experience this Halloween adventure with us at Mpushing Seshego Ketchup Zone on the 31st of October 2020 from 4 p.m. till late. Entrance will be free for the first 20 to arrive before 6. You don't want to miss out on this Halloween phenomenon. Be there or be told.
For more content, subscribe to Beat to Beat Media at CBT2. Thank you very much.
Have you ever been to a Halloween party before? Well, we bring you the first ever gassy Halloween party you've never seen. Make sure you experience this Halloween adventure with us at Mpushing Seshego Ketchup Zone on the 31st of October 2020 from 4 p.m. till late. Entrance will be free for the first 20 to arrive before 6. You don't want to miss out on this Halloween phenomenon. Be there or be told.